Okay, everyone, looks like Verlisify fucking dropped a new video, kind of throwing shade at Pokemon Legends ZA, which of course we all kind of expected him to be kind of the contrarian cuntwad he is. So let's see what he has to say. Probably a lot of fucking narcissism considering his ass, so let's go.
And you can see how bad and broken the gameplay mechanics are. We're starting the fight. Where are you going, Totodile? What are you doing, Totodile? You are literally being attacked and you're wandering off. And this is exactly what Game Freak has coded, and it is not going to improve. This is effectively the finished version of the game. We have new Pokemon Legends ZA gameplay from the Japanese website showcasing wild Pokemon battles in real time. And this is indefensible. How awful and clunky it is. This is the worst implementation for like action Pokemon battles possible. That it just doesn't work. And this is also why
Seems to me like it's working pretty well.
I hate millennials and Zoomers now because they...
Dude, everyone fucking hates you. Like, for real. Like, within the Pokemon community, you are seen as, like, one of the worst. If not the worst.
They just lie. They're terminally online, they get caught up in a narrative, and then they can never admit they were wrong or change what they want the world to be.
Sounds like someone we know.
They want Pokemon Legends Arceus to be a good game. They want real-time battles to fuck.
Why wouldn't we want it to be a good game? We're gonna be spending money on it. We want it to be good. Like, what's your fucking point?
Finally justify what they've been asking for the last decade, no matter how objectively terrible it is. Like, first off...
How is it objectively terrible?
It's just not seamless in any way that we have to pause.
Do you see any fucking loading screens? Do you see, like, any different overworld? It's pretty fucking seamless.
To throw out our Pokemon, and then we have to pause as they get into position, and then we have to do the command attack. And the switching is also super clunky. Like, look at that. Look how long it takes to just send out another Pokemon. Your Pokemon has to go through their opening animation, and then they also, like, wander around and face weird directions, and you can see that in the trailers. Like, this is the finished battle system for the game. It's not a demo, it's not beta, it's not, like, early access, unpolished. This is the system.
Because you're not controlling the Pokemon directly, dude. You're controlling the trainer. It's basically it's turning and running to where the trainer is. Like, I know, like, anyone with 2 pairs of eyes and 2 fucking brain cells knows this.
And it's the worst ARPG mechanics that have been in a game in at least a decade. And this is Game Freak on the new game. Now, I'm not going to say anything about the graphics, like, oh, this is Switch 2 gameplay from the website. That means it's, like, uploaded to the website, so it's not even on, like, a major video platform. So it's compressed there, it's being compressed and, like, re-recorded.
If anything, the thing that kind of interests me as of right now, I do want to know the control scheme of the game, and also, like, how this mini-map functions.
Through Twitter, and now it's going through my compression and upload. So yeah, it's like, I don't care about how the graphics look, but just the raw gameplay is miserable. And this is what, like, blows my mind with how long it takes to switch Pokemon. Palworld does it better. Animo does it better. Every action-based fighter is more smooth, and the Pokemon community has become...
It's smoother. It's not more smooth. English.
I'm so stupid just to support these liars and bad actors, or straight up morons. Remember this Joker? He covers fake leaks and all kinds of stuff, but like Mega Rose Ray was a suggestion because of a literal picture
So Box doesn't know I did this. I'm actually going to try this service out fully from start to finish and
of road.
Here's the thing, like, even the smallest of details, like, can actually lead to some big information. Like, Kingdom Hearts does this, Final Fantasy does this, Pokemon definitely does this. I remember, like, and you can't say that Pokemon doesn't do this because it has done it before. Remember in Pokemon X and Y, like, there was actually some person that would actually give you a strange souvenir, and he would say that he's from another region, but the thing is, it was not a region that any of us knew about, and it was not a region that we previously visited before. And then it was revealed, 2016, new Pokemon game, a whole new generation. We found out what that region was. It was the Alola region, which is kind of like Pokemon's equivalent to Hawaii. Like, so they've done that with, like, held items. Like,
This is just Rose Raid. And then non-stop coverage of fake leaks, and no matter how many times they were wrong, people still support and engage with them, or just when it's just the most wrong, stupid takes possible. Ayo, there's some hidden gameplay of the battle catching system on the official Japanese website. So smooth!
Yeah, it's actually really smooth compared to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is what we needed to see more of. This is the first time we see what happens if we Dizzy/KO a Pokemon and we don't catch it. We didn't really know how that worked. We didn't know the time frame, like whether they disappeared, how would that work. Now we know.
We need to see more of.
This is actually something new.
This is smooth battling. Like, just a lot, because they're so cooked, or that's like you just have to fall into popular opinion because
I don't know. Like, from what I've seen of popular opinion, a lot of people are like shitting on Pokemon Legends ZA because they think, oh, it's going to be this huge, epic, really, really graphically amazing. But the thing is, Pokemon's never really been graphically amazing, and honestly, considering its art style, I'm perfectly okay with how it looks now. Like, yes, it's kind of a graphical downgrade, so to say, from Scarlet and Violet, but the thing is, it's going to perform a lot better on release date than Scarlet and Violet, which is kind of one of our major fucking issues with Scarlet and Violet.
Everyone in the Pokemon community is toxic and a moron, that you're not allowed to say the truth or you get brigaded like I do. This is...
Oh! Brigade! Oh, Jesus Christ. This is not coming from fucking Verlisify. No. Everyone fucking criticizes you because you spew nothing but bullshit. You're a contrarian asshole in which many of us who are excited for this game, you like to try and shit on. Fuck you. Seriously, suck my dick from the back.
The first time we see what happens if we Dizzy KO a Pokemon and don't catch it. Why does that even matter? Like, okay, we have a good window to catch it, and then it just despawns. That doesn't matter. Like,
for a lot of us who want to go about catching Pokemon, yeah, that might matter to us.
Of course, everyone knew that's how that works, and we saw from the first gameplay trailer that, yeah, we had the Dizzy opportunity to catch it. So just... this is where, like, this is just how far IQ has fallen, or just everyone becoming morons from using social media too much and not being able to have any critical thinking skills or comprehension skills to make good analysis.
My God, your entire career started from social media. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm guessing. The fact that we have to deal with Verlisify is kind of a bad thing. I'm sorry that happened. But overall, social media has done more to connect the world. But I do think that there are some people who don't need it.
This is how bad analysis has become in the Pokemon community through the cancellation of people like me. Well,
You're not fucking canceled.
really just the cancellation of me because I'm the only person that actually cares about Pokemon and tries to bring accurate information.
Oh my fucking god, the ego of this motherfucker. How do people watch this and go, huh, yeah, he's spouting right? No, he's not. I mean, shit, like, if anything, we like to meme on you. Like, your fucking Wailord moveset. Dude, the only reason why it takes out a fucking Carping is because it's double weak to fucking steel. And not just that, Wailord is also, like, incredibly fucking heavy. Like, that's the only fucking reason, dude. Like, fuck, man. Like, the fact that people actually, like, take your fucking advice is insane.
And people hate me for it. And then...
No, it's not that we hate you for supposedly telling the truth. You don't. Like, you get caught in so much bullshit, it's unimaginable. Like, many of us in the Pokemon community, we look down on you because you keep on doing the same shit. You never fucking learn. You never grow as a fucking person. And then, like, you want to try and hoist yourself as this fucking messiah figure for the Pokemon community. If anything, you're like the false messiah and the fucking... You're like the Antichrist of Pokemon at this point.
Watching the gameplay, it's even worse than I thought. Because where's Chikorita's attacks? We actually have to, like, get back into battle position after multiple pauses. Guys, look how seamless and smooth this gameplay is as we wait. As we have to wait. As we have to move. And then as we have to wait for...
Seamless, like... How is it not seamless? Fucking Asmongold.
Then wait again, and then now we're allowed to play the game. There's just no action. There's no expression in
How is there no expression?
this. It's unbelievable how bad the mechanics are. And the thing is, I didn't catch it from an earlier trailer, so this is the gameplay from the Nintendo Direct that happened a month after Pokemon Day, where I was already just like, oh, this looks miserable. We're like, yep, that's our catching. Remember, catching a Pokemon just once isn't enough. So you have to go through this
More than likely, we're not gonna have to catch Pokemon more than once. If anything, I would actually like having to catch Pokemon more than once. Here's the thing, I fucking loved having to examine and, like, observe Pokemon acting in the wild in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It was fucking phenomenal. Like, that to me, I want more of that. This dude would fucking hate it, and him hating it would just make it even better for me.
interactive, horrible gameplay, and then, yeah, like, wait, we're just dragging Flappy around. That's how we dodge. Wow, look at the skill of how we dodge that crunch as it's getting wound up. Oh, man. But then I was like, yeah, we don't have the attack commands anymore, even though we're in...
Hey everyone, we're having our biggest sale ever on our award-winning Meat Sticks. So today, for a limited time, you can get
a battle. So that...
Wouldn't it be out... Okay, no. Considering the distance, like, it wouldn't really make much sense to be considered still in a battle. Unless, like, that's indicated by the eye, but that might just be it's eyeing you. Like, the idea of like the HUD, like the combat HUD, disappears the further you go. I like that idea. In terms of Pokemon,
Could have actually been shown. And now that we have more gameplay of the wild Pokemon catching, it's actually just terrible. I guess that's part of the disengage feature. Like, yeah, if you don't like it, you can just run away whenever you want. So switching to the Chikorita is interpreted as like running away or something, and then you have to re-engage the back.
no, it's not. You're still there with the Pokemon right there, ready to attack. You're switching out a Pokemon. You're not running away.
Battle with the wild Pokemon. And remember, just catching one just once isn't enough. And if you want to get like experience or
Okay, where is that fucking revealed in any fucking information whatsoever? Or are you just pulling this out of your ass? Seems to me like you might just be pulling this out of your ass.
levels or whatever is needed to progress in this game, you have to go through these broken gameplay mechanics.
If they were broken, they just wouldn't work at all. It's not broken. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But don't try and say that it's objectively fucking awful.
Because the Pokemon Legends series has never made catching a Pokemon more tedious and annoying, while also making it more important to have to like catch more.
Tedious and annoying? My god, do you know how much more efficient it is to catch Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus? Jesus Christ. Like, instead of having to whittle a Pokemon's health down to the red and take whoever knows how many fucking turns, throw whatever Pokeballs until it finally fucking sticks. No, instead I don't even have to fucking battle. I can just directly throw the fucking Pokeball and maybe it won't work. More likely it will, and then it's caught. Having a whole battle, just throwing the Pokeball, which takes less time, which is more efficient.
Multiple, catching one just not once isn't enough. And there's like so much potential wasted here where it's like, wow, look how engaging that is. Like, even though you need to spam catch for Power World to progress and now Animo to progress, it's done in like an infinitely better and more entertaining, enjoyable way. To prevent the players from having fun, Game Freak deliberately bricked the catching mechanics in Pokemon Legends ZA to just not.
How did they break the mechanics? Like, we don't know if they're, like, what kind of formula they're using for probability. We just don't know. If they're using, like, the typical catch formula, like, it's still going to work the same way, but the thing is, like, there's, like, less hoops that you have to go through in order to catch a Pokemon. Like, there's so much less hoops now. Like, the idea that they broke, whatever, it's insane.
Not work and make it more annoying on like the Pokemon spotting you and then having to fight your way through it. And then that's all you do. Just throw the Pokeball, you get it or you don't, and then you have to battle, and then you have to drag your Pokemon around, and then it's super annoying. And even going back to this, where like we watch the approach, where it's like, oh yeah, we can maybe we startle them, and then we have to like sneak around, or else we lose out on catching opportunities and stuff. And then if we go into the battle, it's just broken and annoying.
How is it broken? What is one thing that doesn't work at all? And here's the thing. He ain't gonna answer. Like, he doesn't have an answer. Oh, okay, my bad.
For no reason. Like, Game Freak needs to be leading the charge on the future of ARPG for creature catching and stuff. Instead, they're like over a decade behind with the worst mechanics and worst implementation possible. Now, it seems like
The fact that Pokemon is going the ARPG route is something that I think many of us have never really, thought would happen. The fact that they're even taking this risk is, I think for many of us, like, wow.
like some people are realizing this from the gameplay, even with the influencers just being straight up liars. So, this may...
Like, whose idea was that we had... Because you're playing as the trainer. And not just that, here's the thing. Like, just because, like, it's you saying, oh, Power World is whatever, better. I don't care about Power World. But just because it's you saying it doesn't mean that literally everyone else is saying it.
Made me wonder whose idea was it that we had to control the trainer and not the Pokemon. But why is he not actually getting any likes? Wait, what about the replies? Because you're the trainer, not the Pokemon. The dream is to be the trainer that gives orders. They're actually too stupid to function. They don't understand.
How is that? How is this fucking stupid? Because, no. What Mooseman is saying here is completely fucking accurate, dude. Like, seriously. The dream is to be a trainer that gives orders to the Pokemon, not be the actual Pokemon. If that was the case, play Mystery Dungeon. That's not being a trainer. He's objectively correct. Like, that is completely correct.
Understand what the comment means. That no, our trainer, like controlling the trainer, we control the Pokemon. We are not a trainer controlling the Pokemon. We have to walk to drag our Pokemon out of moves, and then there's a pause to re-engage the battle to use.
Awaken to
No,
a
there's
world of
not.
wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Moves. It makes it more seamless. From other videos you see, starting and leaving combat is just as seamless as walking around. Lies! It's only lies because they can't handle...
No, Hadrian's correct. Like, yeah, the camera switch would be weird. It wouldn't actually be quite as seamless as it is.
No, the truth of the video in front of them! And if you find comments of people catching on, they get shut down. Interesting, but the chasing during battles does look tedious. It is! It's awful! It isn't chasing, it's dodging. It's not. The Pokemon literally chase around. There's no dodging. There's no dodge command. If you're against Game Freak in a toxic way, you get supported. Looking at...
Okay, so... literally stolen from Power World. Aren't you guys the same people who, like, hate on, like, Pokemon and whatnot for, like, supposedly patenting, you know, like, game mechanics? If you're saying shit like this, it kind of turns you into a fucking hypocrite, does it not?
At this, no wonder Nintendo sued Power World. So, Pokemon Legends is the best. You're not allowed to say anything against Pokemon Legends Arceus, except Game Freak and Nintendo are bad for suing Power World, but Power World is bad because they ripped off Game Freak. And that's another thing that gets me, is just the immense hypocrisy of the community. It's all just to be as hateful and miserable as possible.
Who fosters that shit? Sounds to me, it sounds like it sounds like something that rhymes with Verlisify.
Smooth criminal game, clean, crazy. But yeah, see, like, it looks like you have to wait. Why would you need that slow of an interaction? Some people are catching on. You're just not allowed to call it out. And then when I do, oh, we just get brigaded and botted into oblivion for the facts. I was already calling this out like the real-time Pokemon battles are invisible. You see it in the first trailers. And then the crazy thing to me is how people cannot cope. They're just like, well, the game's coming out in a couple of months, so they're still going to change it and make it better. Let them cope.
In my lifetime, I have seen games in which they show off things that are not in the final game. I can give you one example. Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 has gone through multiple fucking iterations of like gameplay showcases before it was released. The UI changed drastically. The combat system changed drastically. And while yes, it was still an ARPG from conception to release, it was still pretty fucking, they were substantial changes.
Look, we don't know if this set's going to be, even though we never see any large-scale changes, like a couple of graphic increases, we don't see gameplay mechanics change. People got mad at me with Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh my god, it literally says on the website, catching a Pokemon just once isn't enough. This is objectively not going...
All of us knew that. I was actually happy with that. Because you actually had to observe the Pokemon in its habitat and what it usually does. I like that. Because you're not playing as a trainer, you're playing as basically one of the first researchers of Pokemon. Honestly, here's one thing I kind of find irritating about people like Verlisify. The world of Pokemon is not all about trainers. There are all kinds of different people in the world of Pokemon. They're all different, there are so many different kinds of career paths. Being a researcher is one of them. Being a coordinator is one of them. The idea that it has to be, just trainer is fucking laughable.
Going to be an open world game because we're forced to go back to the main hub, and there's not going to be just seamless travel across the world. And people have said I was wrong, but then when the game came out, it turned out I was right 100%. Actually, I was wrong in the way that the game was objectively much worse than I thought it was.
Dude, you were trying to say negative fucking value, which, Pokemon Legends Arceus to this day is still really fucking popular. You're kind of, and it's popular for a reason. You're kind of fucking wrong.
Going to be, which is kind of crazy, but then it's like, oh, well, all those things were good things, even though people hated on me because it would have been a bad thing if I was right, and then I was, and then the derangement just kind of kicks in. So we're going back to this gameplay, and you can see how bad and broken the gameplay mechanics are. We're starting the fight. Where are you going, Totodile? What are you doing, Totodile? You are literally being attacked, and you're wandering off. And this is exactly what Game Freak has coded, and it is not going to improve. This is effectively the finished version of the game. There's no cleaning up of the AI or the battle mechanics or changing it from the first trailer, where it's like, yeah, drag...
Because, okay, here's one of the things you're not counting. Flash Cannon is a ranged move. It can hit floors just right here. You have... Yeah, these are all... Well, yeah, these are all ranged moves. Lucario was a ranged attacker. You're not really taking into account that different moves have different ranges and also different time. Different reload times. That's actually one of the things I'm excited about. There's more to do with timing and placement now. And Pokemon did have strategies with placement to a degree. You had Ally Switch and whatnot. That to me, I'm perfectly fucking... Holy shit. Bro, right D? That's fucking insane. You're yeah, if you're going from Z to 8, D is... It's like 4 out of 26. Like, that's really fucking
your
high.
Pokemon around. That's just a placeholder, guys. That's just a placeholder. The year of the game coming out. Oh, that's so miserable. That's so awful, dude. Like, yeah, the only expression is like using the defensive attacks, but that's if you're not running. And see, actually, we could have seen it in the first trailer. This is the presents.
I loved seeing this. The fact that, like, a Talonflame just runs right into the fucking Stealth Rock is, one, it's really fucking funny, and two, I fucking love the idea of, like, status moves actually providing even more, like, there's more strategic depth being shown here that I don't think a lot of people are really talking about. Like, hazards are now, like, a big deal. The fact that you can do this, like, I'm really curious to see what, like, spikes and what not, like, how all that works. And now, like, how rapid spin, like, to me, this is awesome. I love that strategic
you
depth.
actually, like, as you dodge, you lose the ability to seamlessly attack. And then the switching, you actually have to go through your Pokemon's animation. There's no animation canceling. There's no skill expression. You just have to kind of eat the hit and then do whatever. Let's see what the other video has, but man, Verlisify always right. So we can see another way the encounter goes. So then it just runs off. And it's effectively just kind of the same thing, where it's like, yeah, fletchling doesn't work, so you gotta go into the other one. And
No, because
now
you're locked onto it.
Isn't even engaged anymore, and you have to run to dodge the moves. And then
No, he's still engaged. The reticle is still on it. He's still locked onto the Binacle.
It's still turn-based. That's like another like super fake thing about this is that it's still turn-based.
This isn't turn-based. If anything, it's active time-based. Something like Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, I think, could be a good way to describe it. Kingdom Hearts Recoded / the command deck system of Kingdom Hearts, I think, is like a good way to describe it. The difference with that, between Kingdom Hearts and this is Kingdom Hearts is a kind of deck feature with its UI, where the options for combat, at least like your different, your 4 different moves, are based off of your A, B, X, Y buttons, which it's faster in that sense.
You wait for their attack and position.
The input is actually
you have
more
to wait
efficient.
For your Pokemon to stop following you, and then you have to reset out that command. And there you go. Now, it can be not turn-based in the way like a tank Pokemon can just trade, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to eat the hit, and you're eating my hit. And that also means, like, there's no action, there's no skill expression, there's nothing to the game, because you just sit there, and you just, not even stat check, you type check. Absolutely.
What? No. Like, that's not really the case. Like, here's the thing about Pokemon. Pokemon does have, like, if they're still utilizing the same, like, kind of, like, damage formula and whatnot, no Pokemon is going to be, like, completely tanking literally everything. And from the looks of it, Mega Mawile is going to be here. You know what Mega Mawile is known for? Being an absolute fucking wall breaker. Like, it's got pretty good stats all around. It has an amazing defensive typing. And with this, like, you can basically have, like, what you would call an evasion tank. With this added layer of interactivity, like, even weaker Pokemon who are, like, glass cannons can do incredible things. Like, so potential variety here, it's insane. I fucking love it.
Absolutely miserable.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing Pokemon Legends ZA when it comes out. I do plan on, like, after it comes out and beating the game, I might try and do a review on it. Like my friend already knows, we loved Pokemon Legends Arceus. We both thought it was, an absolute breath of fresh air. You don't have to re-engage. No, it's adding a layer of skill in the game. Oh, that is fucking wild. Of course, you'd say that Gen 5 is the worst. It's really not. Only Legends games are bad. Bitch, this one isn't even out yet, and here you are trying to shit on it. Fuck off. As far as we know, this could be from an older build. However, if this is it, the fan base that was wanting open world or in this style needs to admit they were wrong and never give an opinion on Pokemon again. Fuck you. No. Personally, here's the thing. Pokemon Legends Arceus was fucking phenomenal. Don't care what you say. Yeah, it's not really idiocy, it's just true. Either that, or maybe it's another button that we don't know. What is your disease? Are you kids that don't know how opinions work? Not liking the truth doesn't make it an opinion, and choosing to believe nonsense. No. Rafa Felipe is objectively correct. Like, what you're saying is your opinion, and you're trying to state it as truth. Get your head out of your ass, Verlisify. Like, for real, like, many of us already kind of see you as a fucking, like, cyst on the Pokemon community. Many of us would like you to not be around the Pokemon community. Fuck. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. But yeah, so that was my fucking reaction to Verlisify's bullshit once again. It's fucking Verlisify. What else is there to say? Dude's a narcissistic prick who thinks like he's objectively correct on anything. He's really nice, just spouting bullshit opinion after bullshit opinion, trying to treat himself as like he's this messiah for the Pokemon community. Like, there's a reason why practically most of us in the Pokemon community fucking can't stand the bastard. And me being one of them. Like, his Pokemon Legends Arceus slander was fucking irritating. And not just that, but the myriad of fucking controversies that he's been a part of for fucking years, basically, like, for who knows how fucking long at this point. Like, he started getting popular around, like, X and Y. That era wasn't that bad. It's just over the course of fucking his career, he just got worse and worse and worse. But yeah, that was my fucking reaction to his dipshittery. Me personally, if you're not excited for Pokemon Legends ZA, I ain't gonna stop you from not being excited. Me personally, I'm super excited. I'm excited to see what this new combat system is going to bring. I'm excited to see more Legends games. I'm just overall, I'm hyped for the game. I think one thing that definitely kind of, like, a lot of us were somewhat possibly overhyping the game and thinking, like, oh, it's going to be, like, exploring the ancient past of of Kalos and whatnot, and that's not what we got. But what we do have here is something interesting. Overall, I think in order to kind of like what they kind of maybe should have done with that announcement is actually provide a little bit of gameplay. That way we can somewhat understand, hey, give us a little bit of a time frame, not just incredibly vague. And I think we would have been like, oh, fucking cool. Like, we would have known more about, a little bit about what it was, and we would have been completely okay with that. They would just be more upfront about it. I think doing something like that for Pokemon would have been, Legends ZA would have been fucking phenomenal. But overall, I'm excited. Everyone, be kind to one another. Stay based. Except for you, Verlisify, because you're not based.